Where am I? Last time I jumped off a high building into a river, but I think this might be a hospital. Oh, guys, I see you all gathered around me. What happened?
Mark. Remember me? I'm Rebecca. You first saw me when I introduced myself to the class, right? Well, I saw that you jumped off a high building, and I have to save you from drowning.
Oh, so that's why I'm still alive, and I'm in the hospital now. My anger about my parents and my bully almost killed me to death while jumping off the building into the river. The part where my parents threatened to cut off my penis while giving me a punishment day yesterday literally triggered my biggest anger to come out of me. I can't believe that it was my almost fateful moment that I had to ever face.
Oh my god. I'm sorry that you had to face through all that shit. That part just learned the troublemakers in this room a lesson.
Yay. Although me and my brother are not troublemakers, we feel like we cannot cause any more damage to this world.
I agree with my sister. We seriously felt so devastated that you had to go through shit to the point that you almost died. Man, all of us feel bad for you.
Thank you, Madison, Keith, and Rebecca. I appreciate the support you have given me, especially the rest of the people in this room that changed their lives. This is a good thing, so we can have better lives rather than the ways we used to be.
Ever since we've been troubled by so much shit, especially around Nino and Vincent, our lives has been miserable too, but not as much as yours.
Also, we used to only care about ourselves, not others, which caused us to do crazy shit throughout our lives. But now that we learned a lesson, we're united to becoming friends.
And also, we learned about getting boyfriend and girlfriend, since we haven't done that back then, when others already got that stuff. For example, Bobby and I started off with it.
We started doing that this morning before we visited you at the hospital. Me and Jade have made dating plans when we graduate the school.
And speaking of school today, Principal Irving made an apology email to you about the incident yesterday. And he found out that Vincent was the one that caused that shit to happen.
If you want to know when that happened, he did that before he helped the Caillou fan club to get Principal Irving arrested, and then they all got suspended until further notice.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. I was aware of when Vincent got suspended until further notice, along with the Caillou fan club. Even then, I don't think he will cause us any more trouble for now.
I know, right? But even then, we totally regret everything we did in the past, and we can improve until graduation. We don't want anything else bad happen to us again.
Exactly. Although me, Farah, and Keith are still in 11th grade, and will be going to 12th grade next year, we should make sure we don't fall for troubling shit again.
I'm glad to hear that. I just hope everything goes well, especially when I come out of the hospital. But, I don't know how long I will be staying there.
Well Mark, you should be out of the hospital in about 3 days. After 3 days, that should be the same day where your parents will be in court since they got arrested last night.
Good. Hopefully those two crapheads will receive their punishment. But anyways, Rebecca, since you saved my life, can you come closer to me?
Oh, sure. Since I'm closer, I wanted to give you this.
Oh, thanks Rebecca. That kiss really warmed my heart. And I love you.
I love you too, Mark.
Court is now in session. Daniel and Karen Kramer, you are being charged with child abuse, attempted sexual assault, and suicide in forcing on your own son, Mark Kramer. I will now call my witnesses to the stand to testify what you two have done. Madison Newmer, please come to the stand.
Daniel and Karen, you should be ashamed for what you two have done to your own son. After he was framed for something he didn't do, you made him almost die after your sexual threat. Like, seriously. What did you two have to gain when doing the shit to your own son? What did you have to gain? Power? You're an absolute fucking joke. I say you two are guilty.
Thank you, Madison. Okay, Keith Newmer. Please come to the stand.
Daniel and Karen, are you two mental? Why do you think it's okay to just abuse your son for shits and giggles, and claim that shit's acceptable? If you think that what you're doing is justified, then not only you two are incredibly mistaken, but you also have the IQ of a fucking koala. And no, I'm not holding back. You caused Mark to almost kill himself after jumping from a building to a river. So, I say you two are guilty because of what you done. I seriously hope you get executed. I know that kind of sounds a little too far, but First Amendment rights are a thing, so that's genuinely how I feel.
Thank you, Keith. Okay, Benson Aragon. Please come to the stand.
Daniel and Karen, words in the dictionary cannot describe how much I want to explode my temper after hearing what you did. You caused attempted sexual assault on Mark by threatening to cut off his fucking penis. Sure, he's 18 years old since this happened, but if he was under that, then he would have also been charged for pedophilia. Even then, this caused Mark to explode his temper to the point where he almost died from drowning in the river after jumping off a building. You two are guilty, and fuck you too.
Thank you, Benson. Okay, Bobby Aragon. Please come to the stand.
Daniel and Karen, I just gotta say that what you did cannot slide into today's day and age. Sure, back then, it was less frowned upon, but in this year, 2026, not 1926, but 2026. Yeah, don't act surprised that you two have been caught, and are here right now. Also, since me and Jade Armstrong are becoming a couple, we will learn what to not do to our child. Our future child, to make it a little more clear. But regardless, I say you two are guilty. There, I said my piece.
Thank you, Bobby. Okay, Jade Armstrong. Please come to the stand.
Daniel and Karen, when I become a mother someday, I will learn what to not do to my future child. What you did to your child was so fucking deplorable. You have abused him a lot. And also, you caused him to almost die from drowning into a river after you threatened to cut off his penis in that punishment day. You two are fucked. Absolutely fucked. I knew something was up with you, because I heard from Mark about you both. You fucking sick and demented people. You two are both guilty.
Ha ha ha. Very funny. Shut the fuck up and deal with it. It's not like a fucking sexual threat that doesn't involve you is gonna make you lose your shit.
It doesn't matter if it involves me or not, this seriously needs to be brought up. I still say you are guilty. I seriously hope you get wiped away from my eyes for eternity.
Thank you, Jade. Okay, Murray Armstrong. Please come to the stand.
All I gotta say is this. Have you two gone fucking insane? You made Mark's life a living hell because of what you did. If you're going to claim that what you did is justified, shut the fuck up about that.
Dude, if we were about to say that, then what you gonna do? Huh? Mark deserves to live in misery.
No, he doesn't. You two seriously have the mental capacity of a fucking ostrich, which makes me want to run to the Ayakagahara forest and end up on Logan's channel. You are guilty.
Thank you, Murray. Okay, Farrah Armstrong. Please come to the stand.
I really don't have much to say, other than what you did to Mark was so fucking delusional. You two are guilty, and I hope you get executed. I know it sounds a little too far, but guess what? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Plain and simple.
Thank you, Farrah. Okay, Rebecca Rivera. Please come to the stand.
Daniel and Karen, I'm beyond cross with you both. I cannot believe you almost caused Mark to die from drowning after he jumped off a building into a river. I was glad that he was still alive since I saved him by pulling him out of the river with my rope wrapped around him. So, you two are guilty. I mean it.
Thank you, Rebecca. Okay, Mark Kramer. Please come to the stand.
Mom and Dad, so many years of my life have been a living nightmare thanks to you. Child abuse is a serious crime, yet people like Richard Brown, Dimitri Conroy, Pierre Webster, Emma and Dan Schmidt, and you both, have been doing this shit and end up behind bars where they belong. I almost died when drowning in a river, but I thankfully survived when Rebecca pulled me out of the river. You making a threat to cut off my penis was the main reason I jumped off the building. The previous punishments I received were getting beaten up by my dad and my mom throwing a glass bottle at my head. I also saw the file where there are some more punishments after the sexual assault part. I'll list those punishments on what they attempted to do to me, and some of them would be some more charges against them that needs to be brought to light. The punishments follow where my mom attempting to force me to drink her piss, my dad shoving a chainsaw up where my penis was cut off, and worst of all, my parents ripping open every layer of my skin and smashing my whole skeleton part of my body into pieces.
What the hell? Daniel and Karen, I can't believe you would not only did what was previously mentioned, but you also would attempt to do something worse to Mark like that. That's it. Because of all of this shit you did to him, you both are being sentenced to death by lethal injection.
No way.
Daniel and Karen, how fucking dare you knock me down? That's it. Guards, take those two fuckers out of my face right away. I'm done. Court is now adjourned.